there, Cerise here. Oh gosh, do I ever have a rant right now, and I just need to get this off my chest. A gentleman contacted me about the coronavirus. I'm keeping his name and his number confidential because I don't want to chew the guy up. I just want to put this out there so I can set a standard for the rest of you who have been thinking about doing this or might consider doing this in the future. So anyway, he said his name is. When he left me a message about coronavirus, I got back to him and I said, "What's your name?" And then he said his name is, and like I said, I have it blocked there. I come twice a year to the DR and have a group of veterans coming March 12th. So I said, "All right." I got back to him, told him about the coronavirus and everything, and then he said, "Okay, awesome." Now here's where he gets a little mucky. If you don't mind me asking, I see you and your Dominican man are no longer together. Can I look you up when I arrive and we have dinner? I'm going to be there 4 days. I'm aware that you're not a pay to play lady. So then why did you ask me then, dude? You know it's not my job. Why are you asking me if you know? Okay, so now he says, and I wouldn't disrespect you that way. But you, like, what disrespect? Do you disrespect the other ladies that way? Do you think that prostitution is a disrespect? So you're not just disrespecting me, but you're disrespecting the other ladies here who have no option, really, some of them, to be prostitutes because of the economical status that they may be encountering. Okay, so some of the ladies don't have an option. I do. So if you feel like you wouldn't disrespect me, but you would them, I just don't get it. Let me carry on here. And I wouldn't disrespect you that way. However, I realize that nothing in life is free. So now you're asking to pay for my pussy. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just got to put it out there like that. If we catch a vibe, I would love to share my generosity with you. So what you're asking is for me to give you my time, meet up with you, under the impression that you will eventually pay me for sex. Get that straight through your head. No. And then, however, I realize that, okay, then it says, if we catch a vibe, blah, blah, blah. My generosity. I hate to be this blunt. No, you don't hate to be this blunt. You need to be this blunt because it's like death row. You know, you might as well just say it while you can and straightforward. But I'm only going to be there for 4 days. So, do you know how many women are here that actually do that for their job? Like, you have absolutely no morals. Like you are soliciting sex from a woman that does business here because you have no control over yourself. It's not even like you're asking me to go out on a date. You are coming straight out and saying to me, Cerise, come meet up with me. And if we catch a vibe, then I'll be generous to you for your sex. That's pay to play. Anyway, also, I'm 51 years old. I'm very private. I don't care if you're private, dude. Okay, I'm very open. Everyone that watches my videos knows that I'm very open. And you don't have to worry about me running my mouth like a middle schooler. You are a middle schooler. You're running your mouth now like a middle schooler. Thanks for the information. If I offended you, I apologize. That's not my intent. No, your intent is to get your rocks off with a woman that is not in that line of business. Why would you do that? You have no control over your own mind, over your own whatever. I provide services here, and sex is not one of them. I provide airport pickup and drop off. I help people find apartments. I help people get gifts to their girlfriends when they are not here in this country themselves and their girlfriends are Dominican or Haitian or what have you. Okay, their mothers. I make deliveries to people, for people. Sex is nowhere written anywhere in my services. And furthermore, I don't care what a woman does with her body, and I don't care what you men come down here to do with the woman's body. It is none of my business. I do not go into the streets and take photos of these girls. I'm very private and very respectful of their images, of their privacy. On the beach, I don't take photos of women's butts and try to put it as a thumbnail on one of my videos in order to get more views. I don't do all that stuff. Do you know how easy it would be for me to go into the streets and talk to prostitutes and talk about that topic? And I don't want to talk about that topic. It is a job that exists here. It's legal. And that's it. It's none of my business. I live here. But it's not my occupation. And on top of that, when you guys come down here and pay to play with the women who do work in that line of work, I don't mind. You guys are men. You want to come down here? It's your thing. I see it all the time. I don't even bat an eyelash to it at all. Okay? I'm a full-grown woman. I'm a grandmother now. Oops, the screen went dark. Hold on. I'm a grandmother now. And, my kids are full grown. So topics about sex and all that stuff is just, it's just normal, right? And here, I got to be honest with you, a lot of men are so respectful of the ladies here. I see it. And, it's just a common thing, all grown-ups. And a lot of the men know who the ladies are that they can pay to play and who the ladies are not pay to play women. And you guys respect that fine line, most of you. Most of you guys know it, and you know not to cross over. You know to be respectful with it. So, dude, be like the other men. You are a middle schooler. The way that you approach me like this, asking me about the coronavirus, you are a virus, brah. You don't contact a woman for sex and say, oh, I will share with you generously. I hustle here in this country, okay, to make generous income for myself and my children in the future. My children's children, okay? And sex is not a way that I do it. And you should know that by watching my videos. So come on down here on March 12th with your buddies. Come on down here and have a good time. You come down here all the time. I'm pretty sure you have a few connections. There's an ample supply of women. Classicals is opened again. Go in and get your pick. Go get your pick, brah. I am not looking for a quick roll in the hay. I have been single for a while. I've dated a couple of times, nothing major, but I am not looking necessarily, but I am open to a long-lasting, loving relationship. Somewhere where I can sit in my bed with my man on my laptop as I'm writing, and he can be on his laptop, or he can be on his cell phone, or he could be sleeping beside me, resting as I'm working. For me, a relationship is very much something that I want to enjoy. Sex for one night, for money from you, that's not my occupation. So why would you bring that to my door? It's like you're going to a doctor looking for a jeweler, or it's like you're going to the hospital for an operation and a plumber goes in your body. Like, what are you doing, man? Fix yourself. Think straight. Don't think that because I'm a woman here and I'm single and I don't have a man that you can just come and offer me money for my time and my vagina. And, my time is very precious. You didn't even ask me to go out on a date. You didn't even try to hide it. You just came straight out. So I got to respect that much. And that's the reason why I'm also, being confidential with your name and also your phone number. Okay, because at least you weren't trying to be, undercover with it. And I think I have to respect that much, and stuff like that. But this message is for you guys out there that know that I'm single. And you guys, a lot of you guys, oh my gosh, you respect me so much. You respect me so much. Yeah, some of you guys have sent me pictures of your bodies. And, I correct you. and a couple of you guys know, you guys listening to this video, a couple of you guys know you sent me a picture of your chest or your manliness down there, and I have to tell you, no dick pics, please. I'm not into that. And some of you've done it, who have developed a friendship with me. And I'm like shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you sending me that picture now? Like after 4 months of talking on WhatsApp and, like discussing real cool matters like spirituality and politics and family and culture. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, you send me a picture of your penis? No, of course I have to get back at them. And the men, they don't do it again. They'll be like, I'm so sorry, Cerise. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't ruin our friendship. And I'm like, no, it doesn't ruin our friendship. I mean, now I know what you look like down there, right? And I mean, I will admit some of the pictures were quite nice, so I'm not putting your manliness down there, guys, but all of the pictures were really nice, but I'm just not interested in that, hooking up with a guy for just temporary sex, or looking at a guy's penis like, okay, what's that going to do for me? So yeah, but most of you guys, and even you guys that have sent me pictures, I mean, I know it was because you were just like probably feeling it at that moment, and you probably wanted to know what type of a woman I was and maybe how I would react, and you probably sense that I am a sensual woman, but that's when I'm in a relationship, right? And those things in a relationship, well, sometimes it happens while in a relationship, but in a friendship, I'm not looking for those types of pictures, and I make it very clear to my friends. So now I'm making it very clear in this audio video that I'm not interested in those pictures. I'm really interested in business. I'm really interested in helping you guys get settled here. If you guys want like a really good pickup, drop off to the airport, someone that can speak English and Spanish, translate for you, and not only airport, but tour you all around this island from the north coast to the south coast, and at really good economical prices, I'm your girl for that. I can help you get the best deal on almost anything. Okay, from apartments to houses to clothing to furniture to everything that you would need. Schooling for your children, I can help you. And if I don't have the network, I know somebody that will know somebody. Okay, so I mean, if it's not that if I don't know somebody personally, then I can connect you with somebody that will know somebody. Like, trust me, that is where my interests lie. Like, where I, in my life, when I think about sex, it is never unless I have a relationship. To be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys would think that's a little prudish. Maybe some of you guys would think that's, disciplined. And it's just, for me, sex is something that is sensual with one person who I'm like completely attracted to and committed to. And I'm going to, invest in them, because I like their character. We laugh together. We can, read each other's minds, finish each other's sentences, be patient with each other, spend a lot of time together, and never get tired of each other's company. Go shopping together, split the bill, not expect the other person to pay all the time, and, look out for each other. If someone's not feeling well, cook for them. And if someone is sleeping, be quiet while they're sleeping. Little tiny things like, I don't even know what vibe I gave off to you, brah, to make you solicit sex from me. You're the first person that has done it, and I'm just not into it. So I'm using you as an example. And guys, I'm just saying, like, again, most of you are very respectful. Most of you are top notch. When you contact me, you are amazing. You forward me videos, you add me to WhatsApp groups with pure men, and I'm like the only female in some of these WhatsApp groups, and it feels really good to be trusted like that, because you guys talk about a lot of personal things. Like, for instance, in one group the other day, I'm not going to mention what group it was, but one guy said, Guys, we're not going to pay for the lady's transportation any longer. After we have our moment with her, she's on her way. She just has to walk down the street anyway, or they were pretty much protesting against not paying the ladies of the night, the prostitutes, cab fare to get back home or cab fare to get to them. And I thought that was funny. I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought it was actually, honestly, like sweet, because they're paying for the woman's taxi cab. Like, it's her job, it's her occupation. It's legal here, prostitution. So it's her occupation. She shows up at his door, she gets paid for the deed, and then she leaves. So when I found out like that they were paying for her transportation too, I was like, oh, that's quite sweet. That's really sweet. And I'm not looking at it like a prude. I'm not looking at sex and prostitution as, oh my gosh, how dare you? No way. Yes, some of these ladies have to do it, and that's where it becomes a sad situation, and that's where I send out my prayers and my positive energy, and I don't help people find girls here either. I have one friend, Elsa, who I want to set her up. And that's all. Like, she wants an American boyfriend, so that's it. Like, she wants a real boyfriend, though. She doesn't want to just sleep with someone for a few hours either. She's not into that. She owns her own business here, restaurant, and she works hard all day, every day. So she's not looking for that either. She could do that if she wanted to here. I mean, it would be so easy. She meets a lot of men in her restaurant and stuff like that, and I'm sure a lot of them are interested in her because she's a beautiful woman inside and out, and she just doesn't take up their solicitations because why? She too is like, she's 49, I'm 48. She too is looking for something more enjoyable, more permanent. So yeah, yes, I've been single for a while, but I'm not really closed off. It's just that a lot of you men that hit me up live in America, and I don't have any desire to go to North America right now. I love where I'm living, as you could imagine, and for me to leave here would be ridiculous. On the real, if there is somebody coming down here all the time and spending a lot of time here and retired at age 51 like this gentleman here, great. That's all gravy. Come on down, especially if you're on a pension, and you can go around the island with me, and oh my gosh, I welcome your company. I would love a companion that could grow into something more meaningful. 100%. And this is not me now soliciting a man either. I know it's kind of sounding like that, but I'm not trying to solicit a man, but I'm just trying to be honest and open here. Please don't solicit sex from me. I'm not against the occupation of prostitution here. I get it. It's legal. I think it should be legal all around the world. I actually appreciate that it's legal here in Sosua. I don't see people doing out of hand things, like weird things and all that. When I first came here, there was something that went down. A prostitute was killed. And that was the first and only, and all the time that I've been here. And, my heart breaks whenever when that does pass my mind. But it was a foreigner that did it, and he was jailed and put away. So it's not like women are getting taken all the time here, and it's not like you guys are coming down here doing, kidnapping them and all this stuff. Like, I don't hear of any of that. So you guys are pretty sweet when you do come down here. It's your playground, and you're coming down here to enjoy beautiful women, young women, and I get it. But, and maybe when I revisit this proposition, I will think to myself, here I am, 48, and this dude's coming down here. He's only a few years older than me, and he wants a 48-year-old woman when he could have the pick of the crop down here with his money and his generosity with younger women. So, yeah, it does, it thinking about it that way now, I guess I'll say thank you. But at the same time, no, thank you. Guys, I'm not looking for just a one night stand. And I definitely don't wouldn't know how to price my vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's priceless for me. And it's I would never put a price on it. I would rather make it a gift to the proper person that I'm going to be in a long-term relationship with. And that's about it. So thank you for joining me and listening to my vent and my rant here. Some of you may agree with me, and I thank you for that. And for those who disagree with me, because some of you might be, oh, Cerise, stop it. Be happy that you're 48 years old and older woman around all those young ladies. And, be happy that a guy would reach out and think of you and also offer you a couple of bucks for your time. Some of you guys may be saying that, and I feel where you're coming from, but still, it's not my cup of tea. And I like coffee. Thank you very much. So that's it with me. And then for those of you who get where I'm coming from, thank you. Thank you. I'm a woman here. I'm single. I have to make sure that I take care of myself and keep my wits about me. And the last thing I want to do is build a reputation around my good reputation. And not to say that I would get a bad reputation being a prostitute. I mean, hey, it is an occupation, but it's just not something that I would consider, right? So I think fair is fair, and don't go to a doctor thinking you're going to get a plumber. That's it. I'm a soul coach. I'm a writer. By my business, I'm a soul coach and a writer. And then I also do all the services here in the DR. Check me out, CeriseFairfax.com. I have all my businesses on one website there for your convenience. And if you're interested in any of the DR, the Dominican Republic services that I offer, then just go on to the More link, More, and press that, and you'll see what services I offer. And plus, I also have a business called motomade.com here, where I provide like moto service and delivery, food delivery, drink delivery, when you may need something in your hotel and stuff. So you just give me a shout and I'll get things delivered to you, or I can get a motor concho to pick you up and take you to where you need to go and drop you off and be at the beach when you need one and all that good stuff. Or a maid, if you need a maid and you have villas or you need your place to be fluffed before you sell it, or Airbnb it, you just let me know and I can help. Those are the services I provide. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for listening to this vent. And no more soliciting sex from me. Please, please, please don't. Alrighty, take care. Oh, and just to let you know, the next guy that does solicit sex, I am going to put your phone number out there and your name. So, and the next guy that sends a dick pic too, even if you're just my friend, I'm going to call you out on it. All right, guys. Have a fabulous day. All righty.